Yes.
Alright, my job is to simultaneously basically keep sowing discord while looking for a weak point in the drill.
To put your big fucking, fuck off proton bombs on.
Yeah.
Or garbage bombs.
One. Go inside it now.
Use the garbage bombs!
Garbage bombs, best bombs.
Has there been a door that has been indicated, basically for maintenance on the site?
There are various hatches and stuff on the drill. Yeah, so.
Okay. Rory would like to head to the nearest hatch, while also saying to the people, let's see, I can't remember the last thing I said. Or essentially, Rory would like to do one final bit of continuing to follow or to even listen to Keldarin and his ravings will lead the First Order into destruction.
Oh yeah, you did start doing that.
Yeah, and I would just like to continue basically sowing those seeds of discord. While also, I said, heading to the closest hatch.
Okay.
Which you certainly should be able to reach, because this thing has a horizontal movement of like 500 meters.
And you're only going 24
Mm.
to get to the hatch.
So where would the nearest hatch be?
Is that one of the 3 bodies that are currently on
On the left-hand side there.
I don't know which. I don't know if the body is still. I know. You can see the remains of the body. Who was hit with an anti-first metal cannon. So yeah. I don't know how much of the person's left. There should be something left to signify a gigantic.
Oh, okay, that's what. What the hell is it?
Is one the version I posted versus the version you posted, or something?
Yeah, I'm not even sure how you posted this.
I don't know either.
It's a thing. It's there. It's good enough for me.
That's weird, because, yeah, you guys haven't seen mine, because I haven't,
I think I asked you for a handout so I could stick it in there so you could look at it, and then you may have copied it or something.
Maybe. Okay, I am,
Copy life, best life.
I'm taking the tags off, because I'm not the one that's being used. It's now inaccessible.
Okay.
But you.
So I believe we need some rolls from Roy.
I don't know what rules they would be. I haven't asked what they would be specifically.
Well, I mean, if you're wanting to continue perpetuating this con, it would be con.
Okay, just making sure.
I would also suggest a jetpack roll for some form of a defense, unless you're actually going somewhere.
If you're moving, then you can land and use dodge. If you're not moving, it's jetpack.
Well, I would like to land. I just don't know where the nearest hatch would be on here, if I can make it.
Wasn't it the bottom one?
Well, you definitely can make it.
The guy that I did the most damage to.
There are various hatches on the main body.
There's a hatch that last because I hit the guy hard enough. I do remember that.
Okay. And this would actually go to the
So I guess it would be moving about here, I suppose.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my brain is like in five different places.
You're good.
Let me make a. There'll be one here.
Okay. So, jetpack over there. And then see if I can just lift over the hatch and just go in. So first off, the con to do persuasion, and the jetpack as well to maneuver in there.
Okay. Now, since you're doing normal jetpack movement, yeah, and you're not trying to super shield yourself. There's not much hazard in your immediate vicinity. But so is this going to be your evasion then?
No. I just didn't know if you needed one.
I say when you land, you might want to roll a dodge so that when if they shoot at you after you landed.
Yeah.
You should still have a 5D bonus from last round.
Cool.
You will. I said it.
And honestly, I don't think the con would matter as much because we can essentially prove that this random nature is right. Hypothetically. But we will burn that bridge when we get there.
No burning bridges. This is allowed.
Oh, just because I kind of want to test it, could someone try to mark a target to see if it sticks?
How did you mark again?
The mark target, what was that again?
There should be a mark foe button.
Not that I'm seeing.
If you go to your macro area. Yeah, it's available to all players.
Click mark foe. Click on a target.
It
It flashed for a second and then went away.
Oh, yeah, it must be some interaction, other things that happen in this particular game because it sticks with some of the other games. So, oh well.
Yes, there's a lot of
Nice. Okay, you fly over, land. There's like this scaffolding on the outside of on the exterior of the miner. Because they're more innovative than the Empire, they have railings. Though they look flimsy.
Points for effort.
Yeah.
Around you are inclines and declines to get to other levels where there are likely other hatches. The hatch you're currently in front of is currently closed. It is looks like it's thick, meant to resist, incidental rockfall. This has no control panel, but a give me, but excuse me, a mechanism that you can like a lever you can pull to manually like hydraulic move the door open.
Okay. Do I have enough action to do that as well, or no?
You can attempt to open it with a lifting roll if it's higher than your strength.
No lifting. Does that really matter? There's one
Say
penalty.
you don't matter.
Because if
You
not,
do.
well, no, I mean, that's going to be a second 2D. So,
Okay.
at the current moment, no.
Okay. There's a lot of resistance. So it's not being too kind to open swiftly for you. Is that it for you?
That's
Cool. The crow.
So I want to make the joke of saying that straight.exe is stuff or something.
Okay. Seeing Rory has landed, I will trust Dimitri to take care of the flyers. And I will put shots into the machine gunner, the trooper next to me, the machine gunner south of me, the trooper right next to me, and the guy with the red dot. I will also command and evade.
And that 21 is enhanced with the previous stuff. Okay, use hit all of them.
Okay. The machine gunner will take 26. The other two take 20, and the two normal troopers take 22.
And what is the command for today?
It's still 5D to blaster, brawling, demolitions, and dodging.
Cool.
And this other machine gunner up here next to the puppy is getting torn into with a 28 mauling, 36 damage. Because in theory he took him down last session.
Oh, did I mistake which gunner you were shooting?
Crow is shooting this gunner.
Okay, I did mistake which gunner you were shooting. Okay.
Quinlan is mauling that gunner.
Okay.
Beep, 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 dear.
It, the two troopers go down. The gunner you shot, which was focusing on Rory, gets as he as he his soul is wrenched a little bit from the impact. His Duraplast being able to absorb much but not all of the energy.
Okay.
Let's see the Puppy Maul. Wow,
Puppy Maul.
is Puppy Maul getting a damage bonus? Or that's a really good roll.
That is a really good roll. He has a 6 power die plus 3 other 6s.
Awesome.
Kalima.
Blind Stormtrooper.
Okay. He's taking down R. He has been hit in a vital spot and is now a non-combatant.
Cool.
Because despite some of the skill gaps, he's definitely a predator.
That's also the damage?
Anything else for you, Crow?
Nope, that covers my bases.
Okay.
Yes.
Dimitri!
So I can just roll one attack for both of them. Or do I have to roll two different attacks, but I can roll the same damage?
You can roll one attack with multiple action and say you're shooting two people, and then you can roll the damage once and say they both take the same damage.
That's exactly what I'm doing, because I don't feel like rolling dice right now.
Just remember, map applies to both.
12, 24, 30. This is to the two jet troopers.
Okay.
Also, I included a map for my dodge, but I didn't roll that yet. So I wanted to at least let you do something first. So it's going to be 8 dice again, 6 dice, 7 dice, 8 dice.
Oh, which troopers were you targeting?
The two jet troopers that are still alive.
There's one.
Oh, there's a third one.
Two.
These two right here.
Okay. Which is
Because I don't see, besides that third one, there's not another one that's still alive. And I'm saying,
Greg, in case you missed it, you get a 5D bonus to your explode stuff.
Hell yeah.
wow. Okay, the first guy you shoot, he doesn't. It looks like he, in fact, has an issue trying to operate his controls, probably due to his previous injury. As the jetpack is hit, and he goes flying out of control.
oh, that poor guy.
Cue Wilhelm scream here.
The other
oh man.
the other person was poised to go after Rory, and then suddenly his jetpack explodes, and you don't see where it went after the explosion dissipates.
Two Wilhelms, one fight.
Okay, one remaining jump trooper.
Please tell just shoot, don't decide to shoot the person with the cannon. You have a Mando in front of you. Below you. But that will be my turn.
Heals. What to do? What to do?
Wait, are you not staying balanced? Oh, because you're on the dice. That's why. Keyboard being in the way.
Okay. Crow and Dimitri, you see one jet trooper fly across your vision and around the circumference of the around the bend of the miner outside of your line of sight.
Got a runner.
You'll have the jetpack. I was doing sneaky things earlier.
You can tell Crow just because of your positioning that the jet trooper was on a trajectory that would give him a approach to the miner. So he's likely landed on somewhere on the other side of the miner.
Okay. Rory, keep an eye out. One jet trooper, we lost LOS on him, but he's up here somewhere.
Yeah, I'll shoot.
From the enhanced speaker, you'll hear the intelligence trooper. Well, this has certainly been a time. I didn't expect you, Mandalorian and friends, to go through all of these fine troopers. Nor did I expect you to have a traitor with you.
Okay, one of those is currently our MO. So somebody hasn't been reading his files. I'll let you figure out which one. You are the intelligence trooper, after all.
Yes. I suppose you think my intelligence is lacking.
I didn't say that.
I will agree with you in that assumption, though.
Code 5, gentlemen.
Do I know what a code 5 is?
Ah,
Or is that a new one?
it's not one you use very often, so make me a, I guess a law enforcement role, since that deals with terminology and shit.
Phew.
It's a skill that, since I've read its description, I really need to use more often, considering what that entails.
A whopping 8.
Cool. You were taught what this code was. Um, you, well, actually, it is fairly simple.
Intruders?
Okay. No,
Taco Run?
no, it's, it's a retreat code.
That can't be good.
Yeah, you'd be losing me, because I don't have a jetpack right now.
Oh, I see. Running away, eh? You yellow bastard.
Oh, belly blasted!
I was not expecting you to say that one. Not gonna lie. That is an old-ass, tiny way of saying that.
The mining beam starts to dissipate.
Rory, we may need to bounce fast. They're falling back, which means this probably ain't good.
There'll be a vibration throughout the miner, the mole miner. Dimitri,
Yes.
you feel a hum in the air. The miner begins gaining altitude.
Can I see its engines?
Yes, you see large repulsor engines surrounding the aperture of the plasma drill. Though the drill itself is currently off.
Oh, it's just flying away? That actually makes our job easier. Can't collapse the mine if it's in the air.
It has moved 75 up. So 75 up. It was already at the hover.
Is that 29 with the 5D bonus, Eric?
Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled kind of low.
Obviously.
So it currently has an altitude of 135. You can, at your angle, Dimitri, you can see. You have a good line on an eastern sliver of its ringed repulsor engines.
Cool. Let me roll my initiative.
Oh, right, initiative.
The arms are starting to fold in, and so that's going to provide a little bit of cover as it's doing that.
Cool.
That is fine. I just rolled straight sixes for my initiative.
Because you see, this operation is too valuable to risk.
We finally ended the streak, by the way.
That being said, I hope, Mandalorian, that you're prepared to face something that I'm sure your kind hasn't faced before.
A worthy opponent?
That's not new.
Well, I was thinking death.
I'm pretty sure Mandalorians have died in battle before.
Yes,
That's
but not
exactly
this one.
new.
Unless Mandalorian's a title.
Point back 2 episodes. Flashback.
It's technically a culture, so
Mandalorian Incorporated.
I'm going to choose not to answer that one because I'm trying to become an idea. An idea. If I, say that, it's a title, then it's no longer an idea, and I can't pretend to be immortal if I die and put somebody else in the suit.
Yeah.
he said Mandalorian, not Mandalorian.
Yeah, he said Mandalorian.
Yeah, and Crow has been calling himself the Mandalorian, not Mandalore.
Right. Well, the thing is, while people are well aware of Mandalorian culture, they aren't necessarily aware of the details of it.
Yeah.
So,
But he's aware, which is why he didn't use it. So I almost had him call himself Zintilor for a minute.
Zintira!
12, 24,
Because technically that translation would work.
24 plus. Okay. I think I'm going first, guys.
Well, you're sure as hell going faster than us. Apparently I'm still processing his death crack. Like, wait, no. He died. He died. He died. He died. That whole house died. Oh, wait, my turn. Right.
Clown got annihilated.
So how many of the repulsor engines can I see?
You can. It's a number of ringed. It's a band of rings.
Rings, motherfucker.
How many of them do I see?
Well, considering it's above you now, you can probably see a lot of them.
Well, yeah, but there's the ceiling also, and where he is. You see a sliver of the outermost eastern side, and a very tiny bit of an inner ring. So you see like one, and you see like 1 and 10% of the other.
You said we're like 175 up?
135.
135.
And technically, you're still increasing altitude, but that doesn't actually happen until
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just
The
doing.
reason why I'm actually asking for a hard number of them because it affects that.
You can strike 2.
Thank you. 2, 4, 6. At this point, I'm not concerned about the
Okay. So if I move, I could shoot a grappling hook and get Eric up here.
That would be nice.
Because I got a 200-meter range.
And cool. I need this many dice. Here's this many dice now. All the shooting. All the shooting of the cannon. Oh, I didn't roll over 4 so far.
I do have a question for you, Mandalorian. What does your vaunted code say about your allies?
I don't know where he's going with this.
I'm just going to do D6 map for this. Because this is a lot.
He will. He will jump down from where he is, landing on another catwalk, doing a roll and jump to a lower catwalk. He's levying his cannon at Rory.
Do I need a new dodge roll? Or
Until your turn, your previous dodge stands.
It looks like a 33. Is what it was? Okay.
yeah?
You might have a cover bonus though for the different positioning.
I mean, if he's using what I have,
You have 2 dice of cover.
it's just 7 dice.
Just 7. Just 7.
You have a majority of that in soak. Who might take damage?
Remind me, crew. What kind of optical suites do you have?
Many. And if I kill this guy, more. Okay, currently we have anti-glare, we have Imperial pilot navigation computers, we have infrared, we have macro, we have emphatos, we have motion, we have generic sensor, we have the triangulation visor, which has all sorts of weird tracking shit in it.
Okay.
We've got a directional mic.
That's not optic.
Depends, I use it as a sonar.
Sensors he has. But whenever it comes up, I roll it for you. I know I'm next.
Okay. Rory, can you roll me two additional d6 to cover?
Bring it up to 37.
Okay. Okay. There's a loud noise as the cannon shot, the cannon shot unleashes. Railing that looked like it would be in the way on the diagonal. Apparently does not impede the blast very much as it just strikes it and keeps on going through.
Might add to your soak.
Well, he hasn't hit you yet, because he didn't tell you to roll soak yet. Any consolation for this whole thing.
Moving at a rather deadly velocity. It strikes you in your side.
I guess it does hit you.
Yeah, when he said it goes past the rim, I'm like, yeah, that's a hit.
Now remember, you get 1d added to whatever your soak is for that mesh we got.
Right. We got extra.
We told you about that energy mesh we got from the Sotal.
It's never actually been added to my stuff yet.
It was added to your stuff the same time it was added to everyone else's.
Did it happen during the break?
No, it was right before the break.
Oh, I didn't know if it checked that. Thank you for reminding me about that, though. Is it just 1d to life, or 1d just energy?
1d towards energy and physical for 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. That's actually good. I take it when you take damage, it activates?
No, you have to turn it on.
Yeah, it's a field you have to activate.
It's some kind of charged cloth.
Okay, the beginning is a good sign.
Yeah.
Is this physical or energy?
It's energy. If asked, the Sotolo are aware that sensors can be jammed or spoofed, which is why they don't have an automated system.
Yeah. So at some point, it would be kind of nice to turn it into like a reflex cloth type material.
It is possible to modify it to do that, and really the Sotol have the technology to do it. They
choose not to.
Yeah.
But for our needs, having the option for either setting would be nice.
Have it for both, but if it doesn't work, just turn it on it.
That's what I mean. Having the option to either have it automatic, or if we're in a situation where automatic would not work due to sensor spoofing, be able to just turn it on.
I think a magnetized object going at you at high velocity is kind of hard to smooth.
Yeah, but the idea is it relies on a sensor to tell it to come on. So if something's jamming sensors in the area, the sensor would not be able to detect the magnetized bolt coming.
That logic at the same time.
Because this is Star Wars and sensor jamming is incredibly generic.
That's the main reason why it's too generic.
Okay, you get thrown off your feet as it impacts you, grabbing onto the railing to prevent you from falling over the edge. In your infringing on your periph and part of your main vision. Aside from the pain in your side, you see these like chalky mist of Duraplast as a chunk of your armor has been eradicated by the blast, and he strikes your torso. You will you basically the body part of your armor has been damaged, and it's 1d less effective.
In the torso area.
In the torso area, your arms and your legs are. Well, actually, technically, it does have an AOE, so. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, it's just gonna be your torso.
Okay, I was gonna be like, oh no.
It's just gonna be your torso. That side. Because yeah, heavy damage. You take 9 points of damage.
Boy.
Okay. Seeing that, I'm going to invoke Quick Draw to increase my initiative.
Okay, okay, it's been a long time since I've had to do this. That's...
Yeah. I don't think Rory can take that again.
No, I don't think so either.
Okay, I am stunned.
He definitely can't take that again.
Hang on.
Okay, for this one and the next, you're at a D penalty then.
You need to fix me.
Boy, that...
Shit, yeah. So yeah, you're just like, there's this, you know that very uncomfortable sensation when you're not close enough to the fire to be burnt, but you're close enough to feel intense heat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know you're going for it. Yeah, and the PGB's like, how?
Working on it.
Just so you know, for Crow, he is partially around the circumference.
Okay, yeah.
So, but in perfect line of sight for Dimitri. I'm afraid your ally is still alive.
Right now.
Huh. No matter. He can survive this twice. A portion of the exterior scaffolding we were on, by the way, also is missing roughly the place you were standing.
Oh.
It just been kind of blasted apart. There's still a few fragments hanging on by charred metallic threads, figuratively speaking. The hole is not excessively large. It's 2.5. It's 2.5 feet. The rest of the metal is slightly warped and charred surrounding that.
Either way, on B2B. Ow. I'm not dead.
That is the important part of this whole thing.
Good. Now put your spleen back in and get that bomb set.
Get on it.
That's just good.
Dimitri, what weapon are you using?
And
Okay.
that's the only thing that has range. But I'm okay for that part. Or would it do 70 damage that I've been power them a little bit.
Kills.
So yeah, I'm gonna hit both those engines that I can see, or at a 58, and do damage at 50. 4 modifiers.
Cool.
Take advantage of his repulsor engines. At least that's my goal.
Cool. Okay. You see, you said it was a 40-something to hit?
58 to hit.
58? Okay, awesome. Your blast goes up, and eventually only hits the repulsor band with no appreciable damage, because your maximum range for the cannon is 50 from what I'm seeing here on the stat sheets.
So it's out of range.
Say what?
I don't remember it being only 50 max range.
On the sheet, the max range is 50, and I double checked my sent in Skype to see if and I will look it up again.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I remember it being more than that.
Are you sure you're not thinking of the other gun?
I might be. I know I had a gun that had range.
You're probably thinking of the machine gun.
Blaster cannon, yep. There it is.
Cool.
Range 10, 25, 35, 50.
Oh. I guess I'll just use the machine gun and have both.
Do you want to take multiple action penalty?
I mean, I already am. I mean...
Well, you'd have to add additional map for switching weapons and then firing again.
I didn't know I had a weapon that had range. I thought it was a cannon. So are you telling me I have to double my map?
Yep.
If you want to shoot in the same turn like that, yeah.
I thought the weapon had range. That's fucking annoying. Whatever. I'm not doing anything else.
Okay.
To be fair, I think the machine gun's probably out of range too. There aren't very many blasters that have a range of almost 200.
I think the machine guns have a decent range. Let me check it. 500.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so yeah, you're thinking of the machine gun.
But whatever. I guess I won't do anything.
Okay.
Because apparently I was fucking wrong.
Well, Dimitri isn't familiar with this weapon.
That's why I'm not really complaining about it more.
Okay.
Besides being pissed off because I thought the weapon had the range because I was looking at the machine gun.
Okay, looking at the situation, seeing the guy lining up for another shot. Crow drops his pistols and kicks them that away. Map left. I will then run that way, going into a slide. As I do so, I will quick draw my 2 shield batons and jam them into the, what I'm presuming, based on every other time we've seen a device like this, the graded flooring of the drill.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
a fine grade. Yeah.
Using the triangulation visor to get a rough bead on the guy's angle so that the shield batons will shield Rory from him as I'm sliding past.
Okay.
I will then come to the end of my slide, take 3 pot shots at the intelligence trooper, and fire the grapple gun down to Dimitri.
Well, I didn't dodge, so it's going to be pretty easy for me.
Yep.
And I don't feel like taking more map. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I was at 12 dice for a whip map, so what's the point of that? Just being at 9 dice. Just rolling 2. Actually, I could be at 9 dice and shoot the damn thing 8 times. Machine gun has that -1 for multiple shots.
And while I'm doing that, Quinlan's going to jump down to this guy and do a takedown.
Can I actually do that? You're saying you could. I was just doing the math in my head.
I'm sorry. Do what now?
Since you mentioned that, I would just basically have to drop the weapon and then shoot the weapon. I just realized that the machine gun has a bonus to its map penalties for shooting the same target consecutively.
Yeah.
So can I still do that? I didn't realize for the amount of map
Well,
would actually.
You still take full map for having to draw the machine gun, but for the map based off of shooting, will have that machine gun bonus.
Yeah, that's fine because I already included the full map penalty with the extra shots. So.
And he can take from his own.
Zip 12, weapon would be 1, every 3 shots would be 1. So it would be 1 dice, 2 dice, 3 dice.
Okay.
Oh, look! I'm at the normal hit.
Due to the angle, you are forced to try to shoot through the grate that he is standing on. So, let's see, that's 25, 23, and 25 damage?
23 twice, 25 once, yeah.
Okay.
But it looks like he evaded.
He evaded only due to cover.
Okay.
The cover being the grating.
Okay.
Which is why you have a chance to shoot through the grating.
Yeah, 23 twice and then 25. And now Rory should have a double layer shield baton to cover him.
Covered object damage is destroyed. So, 4. It's strange how detailed but yet not detailed the D6 system can be.
Yeah.
Okay, and all 3 shots are at this guy?
Mm-hmm. Well, him and the one guy with the machine gun are the only 2 valid targets I'm aware of, so yeah. And Quinlan's dealing with the machine gunner. At least until that one jet trooper decides to make himself appear again.
By the way, thank you for so many dice for that command, because I just realized doing the math, it ended up being better. Even with math.
That's what it's there for. Is to either make you guys better or allow for multiple action.
Well, it'll allow me to make a mistake in it.
Yep.
So, I'll take it. The damage isn't as awesome, though. Same die codes, but shit, it's hard on top of that.
Yeah.
Okay, you
I give him hot foot.
you shoot. You see fragments of formerly pristine strips of white, somewhat curved armor fall off and away. He goes to. It looks like he goes to kind of drop to a knee, only to find that the grating underneath buckles.
Enjoy that fall damage.
Because you rolled enough damage to destroy the cover.
Thank you, Kyber
He's just
Pistols.
now falling probably towards the ground.
Well, there are other like catwalk, scaffolding things. Or
He probably has
Around
dropped
us.
one level.
Also, now that you calculated all that stuff, there you go. I will do that while I'm being grappled. Just, there is no stopping. The bullet train. I assume I'd easily be able to hit something with the size of this thing.
That's it, yeah, it gets a penalty. You get a bonus to hit it due to scale in theory, but it gets a bonus to soak.
So yeah, you get a plus 40 to hit.
Oh, I didn't even factor that in. Hold on, let me shoot it some more then. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12 more times? Just so I don't have to do math for the numbers?
Wait, how many more times?
I get a minus, for every shot, it's a minus 1 to map. To the same target. So
if he got plus 4D, he's turning that 4D into 12 shots, so he doesn't have to reroll.
Oh shit.
So in total, it's going to be 12, 24, 36 shots divided into half to both engines. So that's going to be 9 shots to both.
But he gets a bonus to
42
soak.
each.
So he gets a bonus to soak, though, so plus 40 to soak, you're probably going to nickel and dime it.
I will nickel and dime it 36 times.
No, I feel so many spots.
Actually,
Your damage is 42.
hold up. I just realized something.
Will it affect my damage roll? Or rather, my soak roll?
I mean, if you count the fact that I was just going to say 36 to the one without cover, instead of dividing it in half, where half of them have the cover from the gun, so not the gun, the arm, then sure. But otherwise, no. It's 36 to one of the engines. 36 damage is 42.
Okay, and I'll do 36.
And there goes half the mag.
Okay.
That's a lot of negatives. And one of them broke.
The pipe. The line of pipes there. I did that intentionally, since you were targeting different engines. Okay.
Did it really feel it's so cool the whole time? That's what I'm reading it as.
I put the soak in and subtracted your 40 some odd damage.
Oh, geez.
Except for one of them that was 30 some odd damage. So, okay. You spray the hell out of the underside. The outer and second most outer ring flickers. The outermost ring flickering only for a moment before it just completely shuts off in a shower of sparks. Pieces of hot detonated debris fall into the mine and just down the drilled shaft, looking kind of like sparklers. The second outer ring flickers, and only the western half remains active. The eastern half is not on. The mole miner shudders and begins to shift. Klaxons are heard ringing out of various alerts. For those on the for those on the exterior, I will need a dexterity roll. You get a +1d due to railings. Unless where you exist has no railings.
I believe I have it.
Yes, you have a remaining railing.
And we're crow that has railings, and I'm currently being grappled to the place.
Oh, thank goodness.
Did the poor intelligence trooper just get thrown even further off the...
Maybe.
That was worth only half of the power pack, by the way.
When you get lucky, you get lucky.
Okay,
You know
Rory,
you do.
your the railing that you gripped when the blast threw you off your feet, you're still gripped on, and even though there's this harsh shift, you're able to continue to hold on to the railing, stabilizing you so you don't fall off or anything. Krill, you just shift your leg a little bit to brace it on the railing.
Quinlan knocked 7 off that for a total of 6 with power die. I don't know if the fact he's 4-footed and clawed makes a difference here or not, but if not, Dimitri just fucked my dog and got to die.
We know what Quinlan has. Okay, with
I'm
this.
sorry, but he has a jetpack. I currently don't. This would have been worse for me.
That's your fault.
You wanted me to go be sneaky, and then I came over here to help you, but you asked for help.
Jetpack doesn't preclude you being sneaky.
With what you said about 7 off that?
Yeah, knock 7 off that for a total of 6.
In which case, the unexpected jolt does send Quinlan off his feet. Quinlan's claws try to grip onto the onto the rail. Onto the railing. A second jolt caused from when the staggered flickering of their culture before it just completely gave out is enough to let them continue to slip.
Oh, so I just have to re-roll his takedown again. Alright.
Sorry. But hey, it ain't coming anywhere quickly now.
I wasn't worried about it going anywhere.
I believe it's the intelligence troopers too.
If it flew away, that's great, because that means when we blew it up, it wasn't going to damage the mine.
I wanted it to collapse the mine.
The intelligence trooper, by the way, and you see this, grips onto the to the railing, but his center of balance seems pretty screwed, and winds up falling off and slipping from the well, actually that's only 2 parts, so actually more like right there. Slipping off the railing as he falls. You see why he had such a hard time when you shot him from underneath. Your blaster bolts essentially went up his legs, completely screwing them, and you see that there's chunks of leg armor missing. So it's more like you know those designer jeans that intentionally have defects in them.
Mm-hmm.
It looks kind of like that, but in strips.
So that's the second set of intelligence armor we lost this mission. Because this set just fell into molten lava.
It might not be molten lava down there. We didn't confirm that.
Yeah, we did when you described it. The thing was drilling and causing molten earth.
Depending on how far he falls, it might have cooled off in time.
It's been 6 seconds!
You don't know how long it'll take for him to reach the bottom from falling.
Not that long!
They've been doing this for weeks, man. It has to be pretty big.
Yeah, but he's still gonna hit the bottom where the beam was just 6 seconds ago. It takes minutes for that shit to cool.
Hey, now, it might have cooled just enough not to melt the armor.
And even if it has cooled enough not to melt the armor's gonna shatter into a billion pieces on impact.
Maybe. Yes, he does have the description of that. Yes, I've seen this. Dimitri,
Either way, you shot him in the balls, dude. Come on.
do you have?
No, I shot him in the legs. I missed the balls.
What now?
Do you have like active? No, you did you use like a scope or anything for that shot? Anything that would give you magnification? Oh, shoot.
No, I just aimed at the big circles that were glowing.
Okay.
It basically just traced my shots to where they needed to be.
Okay.
Because, you know, machine guns are not meant to really aim when they're at that high rate of fire. You just point them in the direction they need to go.
Okay. In that case, perception roll from Crow and Rory.
With the macro back to the
Uh,
bonus
just pure
apply for the
perception.
range.
Pure perception, yes.
Oh, God,
Pure
he's
perception,
moving.
yeah.
I can see him move.
Well, he's quote unquote falling.
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. With the macro binocular, bonus apply to the distance.
I believe that's for 50 or more.
Macro binoculars is 100 to 300. Sensor pod is 100, and motion sensor is 50.
Motion sensor.
Motion sensor only, not the macro. Okay.
Yeah, he's not far enough away from that. If you look at this.
That is a 17.
Okay. Let me figure it out this.
Because, yeah, when you said it had quite a bit of armor against the vehicle.
It got 4 dice of extra soak. That's a lot.
Oh. Okay.
You rolled crazy like you normally do.
Which was insane.
I only rolled 8 dice.
That's a lot.
Yes!
That's one streak on the power die.
Yeah, that's still a lot. Most things are doing 4 dice of damage.
Oh, yeah, the machine gun does 7 dice.
Right.
Okay,
you keep forgetting these things of like, yeah,
I keep forgetting the
people-
skill. Because
It's
I'm just so
like
used to like the blaster machine gun just being a blaster that can fire more often.
It's like Pathfinder all over again. You keep thinking that it's just so, like, yeah, it's just this thing. And no, that kills people.
interesting goal. Okay, the motion sensor tips you off of this, so you're able to go, and look over. Rory, from your position, because you're kind of like actively on the railing, hanging on to it, you have a good vantage point on this. You see the intelligence officer falling with rather heavily damaged legs. He rifles on his belt for it's a fairly sizable largely flat object that he clearly kind of scrambling. His motions betray any sense of composure that he's trying to upkeep, considering the fact he's freaking falling. Tosses this disc below him. You will then see a blue glow from it as he is effectively bounced upwards.
That is cool.
Like,
Did he just Sonic?
like, yeah, I don't see that on the listed things for that armor.
I don't think that was armor, that was gear that he had. I think that's the anti-grav.
Well, yeah, I was looking at his utility. I was looking at the utility belt that came with the armor. I was like, oh, that wasn't in there.
They had every single time we run into them, they had anti-grav knives.
I'm just saying, it is not listed on the things that they carry for the one we got earlier.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's because he had already used it.
yeah, but really he deployed all of his. This guy didn't. And now I have to freaking refresh. Thank you for blackening my map. So he bounces up and grabs on to the now folded in arm
He's only staying for a little bit longer.
Can
He's not able to ship it to take you.
can I get a communications roll from you, Crow?
So would it be a horrible idea to just leave me dangling so I could just keep shooting the engines?
14.
Well, we don't know what they're planning still. So
Yeah.
Yes.
As I can't answer that until we know what's going on. 14.
Okay, I will keep shooting the repulsors.
Also, I can't really leave you dangling because at the speed that thing reels you in, by the time it's your turn, you'll be up here already.
That's true.
This thing covers like 500 meters a second or some shit.
I think it's 200.
And it deployed at like 170, so even if it moved, then it was still slack.
So it's like by the time it is your turn, you're up here already.
You will pick up an encrypted signal. You recognize it as just from the static pattern. You do recognize it as a first order encryption, but you didn't roll high. You only rolled high enough to intercept the signal pattern.
Okay.
Dimitri, you see this. Crow and Rory, you more hear this. The arms that have just folded up underneath are starting to re-extend.
The arms are extending again, and the intelligence boy is on it.
Which says they're probably about to start opening up with it again.
I'm not gonna actually tilt the icon just because of what we're using it for, but there is a shift in direction that's starting to happen. It's let me draw a little line here.
Rory, whatever you're gonna do it fast. This thing may start cutting into the city in a minute.
The direction isn't towards the city. The city's the other way. Cutting in. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. That's what you were thinking. I was thinking they were opening the arms to kind of off the arms.
No, I think they're opening the arms so that the beam can fire, and considering it's listing lazily to the left thanks to you.
There will be a pained loudspeaker voice. Ah. Mandalorian, Major, I don't have much more to say to you. Other than, if you are right about Eldarin, then the city won't be of much use to him very much longer. Now, assuming you care any about cold, it'll also be a problem for you. Any quips for that? Oh, this guy's.
As a quick thing, I don't know if Kuro has anything, but was Zenti or any particular government before the First Order came in?
Before the First Order, Zenti's quote-unquote official government was the smuggling syndicate. It was a crime. It was a crime world from the standpoint of the outsiders. But in terms of the Zenti natives,
There was no real unified.
there wasn't a unified government.
Okay. Did you have anything interesting for her to say?
No,
Quick?
no.
Okay. So I guess Roy will say as we just on. Long live the free people of Zenti.
I'm sad he did not make a comment of the crazy little dog in the corner just firing a machine gun blast.
He's kind of preoccupied.
Yeah, he did almost fall to his death, and we'll probably still die anyways.
He's a little preoccupied.
No.
I mean, theoretically at this point, what you have is just literally strapped all to the side and detonated it. I don't think the thing would survive the damage. But, that's brute forcing it with high-grade explosives. Oh, hijack trooper. I was wondering when he was going to show up.
Did you have a particular stealth roll from last time when you were over there, or were you just opening fire from there?
I just started shooting a machine gun.
Okay.
Like, there is no hiding me.
Okay. Do you have a listed defense?
No, I will now roll one.
Okay.
That.
Give yourself 2D cover.
I will not count that. Let's see, that's going to be 70. There's a total 12D. I shot. Oh, God. So I'd end up with 5D, and he said 2D counter, so. Math. Don't feel like mathing.
Damn it, mouth.
There you go.
Oh shit!
Ow!
Ooh!
What is a plex?
Missile launcher.
It's a missile launcher.
Remember Outcast?
Oh, God.
You see a smoke trail as a missile starts heading towards you. If you had a proximity alarm in your suit, it would be going off. Yep. What's up?
I hate to be that guy, but would he still have the cover, considering if he's technically ziplining up to the drill right now?
Right. Sorry, I was looking at the map.
Yeah.
And not because you're right. He is in motion. Sorry about that. Because you know what this means? Imp test kicks in.
I was like, he gets a bonus to hit, and you lose that 2D bonus.
I guess I'll re-roll at 5 then?
Yeah. Remember, you do it plus 5D, though.
Well, the thing is, you're being dragged up, so I'm not quite sure how much dodge itself would apply. Okay, you're being dragged through the air.
Quick, do some Cirque du Soleil shit.
I would say either climbing or jumping or acrobatics.
None of which I buffed.
Okay. I got this.
Because you're not, like, being entirely under your own control.
So, mapped athletics.
I got this.
I completely admit I always am not quite sure what to make the call for when people are like in midair and shit without jetpacks.
Well, you made this easier for me. I'm rolling sixes on the top die. Not much better though. 12, 24, 30, 33. I think he'll obviously get the better roll now.
That's it. He gets to add 1d to his roll.
Get it! I tried.
Impetus is 2D.
He's got a better emphasis than normal.
Okay,
Power die.
in which case you'll see the missile go down, and then the smoke shells shift as it goes through its adjustments. As it's coming right at you.
I kind of want to switch.
Nah,
let's just see if this keeps going for me. I don't think it will.
it's kind of following you for a bit, creeping closer, 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 and then poof, as an explosion engulfs you. Please roll soak versus physical.
Okay. That's going to be for that. And then where's our number? There it is. Plus another 2. Cool. I hope I survive this. Well, that's an entertaining roll.
$35?
No. I think it's the roll of I'm unconscious.
You guys have good foot, so it normally gives you a bit more of a buffer. Oh.
I literally rolled a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No fucking way.
Thanks much to the speed at which the grapple is pulling you, it is able to blunt a lot of the concussive damage enough for your armor to take the blow. Though your legs do get kind of juked uncomfortably, but not enough to cause much more than aches.
I literally rolled a horrible roll. And he managed to roll worse than me. On more dice.
You rolled above average. That's not a horrible roll.
I literally rolled 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
That's pretty horrible.
But you rolled a 21 on 6 dice. That's above average.
Is it?
Average on D6 is 3.5.
Yeah, 3 times 6 is 18. So barely above average.
You'll hear the intelligence officer. Why don't your friends die?
Well, you see, we have good guy armor, and you have bad guy armor. Ours works.
Your armor
Mr. Demetrius is screaming like a little kid.
is from surplus stores. Rory, it's your turn.
What's really sad is when our guys are actually wearing your armor, and it works better for them.
There's really a G.I. Joe logic here.
Okay.
Why don't we keep trying? Well, because you were bad guys.
Okay, so plan still is to blow this thing up.
And you still got that 5D bonus.
Yeah. Well, I would think it would have to be going inside, right?
You tell me, you're the demolitions expert.
Theoretically, you just put a bunch of explosives on the repulsor engines. Blow it up that way too.
We have a shit ton of proton bombs.
The repulsor
yeah,
engines
what am I
are on the
doing?
underside.
Actually,
The repulsor engines are on the underside.
I know what to do. The laser itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rory is gonna be like, okay, and just jetpack down to where the laser is and set up an explosive there.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's a lot more than I was expecting.
I feel like we're really overcomplicating this.
We kind of are. It's
Okay. What you see on the underside is a central hole where the mining drill is, and then concentric rings outside of that. That that now comprises the heavily damaged repulsor engines.
So I do see the hole where the laser comes out. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is now mostly uncovered because the folding arms are going back to an extension.
Cool. So yeah,
Fire said laser, by the way.
go up to the laser to where the hole is.
When you get closer to it, you do see a red glow behind a shielding plate on the down the quote unquote laser shaft.
Can I turn this mining drill into a laser sword?
No.
But laser sword.
He'll
The shaft, by the way, is certainly large enough for you to stand in if you were able to stand in there.
No. He knows it's charging up, so get near it. Is the shaft like basically down where you can chuck it into it and it won't go like roll down or anything like that? Just
It's
curious.
Yeah, it would be above you because it goes inside.
So if I remember from the movie, they're magnetic.
Oh, what is he using?
The proton charge things we got from the garbage.
They are magnetic, but if I remember correctly, they're magnetic because you place them and then you set it.
Yeah.
If you just toss it, the magnet won't activate. You have to like press it in and to toggle it.
Okay, you like press it and then throw it, and it'll just stick to whatever it landed on.
No, I mean like it's like a suction cup.
Oh, okay.
At least that's how I remember it being kind of being set in Return of the Jedi.
I just remember him sticking it up there and it's staying.
Right. That's why I figure it's a magnet. You press it up against it and it stays.
So I want to point this out. Your jetpack has a movement of 500. If you're moving the jetpack and you don't want map, you have a movement of 250.
Yep.
This is true.
And he only moved like 20.
The thing from where you were to get down there was 12 plus 8 to be in the center. We're assuming that this point was the edge. So you're looking at 20 out of 250 movement.
Now, I will say this. If we're treating it kind of like a magnet stick, then at a penalty, I can let you roll like throwing to see if you can throw it just so. Also, due to the fact that this thing is constantly in a rotational z-axis motion, I will need a piloting roll, a jetpack roll, just to make sure that you're able to make the constant adjustments necessary to keep yourself relative to it.
Right.
So am I like just a kid? Hold on. Does that mean I'm like the swing ride that you go up and it swings you around at this point right now?
Technically, yeah, because I mean the thing is, as I have the arrow, the thing is also canting constantly. So your relative positioning is shifting as it's pulling you up.
Oh god, I'm sick.
22. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. You beat the difficulty.
Is the hole? I assume it's wide enough for you to like kind of shimmy into?
Oh,
It's wide enough for you to stand.
it's wide enough for you to stand in. Specifically, the hole is um, 8 meters across. Yeah.
Okay. So he'll just jetpack into it very quickly, set us up the bomb, and then run.
Okay, make a demolitions roll to set the proton charge.
Oh boy. I still have the 5D, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep mapping stuff in mind.
Yeah. 10d6?
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
You're rolling 10d6 to set the explosive. And then, what is this roll of damage?
Well, the damage will also be affected by how well he sets it.
Oh. What is the damage of this? I'm curious now.
The proton charge. 1 second. Let me look it up.
And my next question is, will the damage be in scale since it's a proton vehicle weapon?
It's 5D speeder.
Is this thing in speeder scale? Question mark?
It's in Walker scale.
So it gets a 2D soak bonus.
Okay. So for each scale up, it gets an additional 2 so.
Not exactly.
It's in relation to your scale in relation to what the other thing is.
I have set us up the bomb.
High,
Oh, jeez.
high 5s,
Wow.
high 10 5s.
And increase your damage by 5 dice to for a total of 10.
So you turn them into thermal detonators.
10 dice again.
Now, are you detonating it now, or are you going to wait for you to...
Oh yeah, I'm waiting until we're... as soon as he sets that up, he's flying out.
I mean, you could set it up immediately. It's not like crows in the blast range. I hope.
We don't know how bad this is.
Yeah, I'd say we don't know how this is going to react. So what he probably should do is set it, go, hey guys, get clear, it's going to blow in a minute, and then we get clear and it explodes. Give us a round of head start.
I feel like we should save the intelligence.
Hold on. We'll get there. But he'll fly out a very good distance. Because the jetpack, about like here-ish, maybe even here. On the PGP. Fire in the hole. 10 seconds.
So we have 1 round to get clear. Okay.
Are people's new initiatives in? Oh man, this is going to be a thing.
Yeah, mine's in.
Hold on.
Just you guys are aware, because now the map doesn't show this. You guys are at a high enough altitude that you're above the mining area. You're in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely in open air.
I mean, it's so sick right now.
Because now, actually, considering it was continuing to do that, but it's slightly canted, so I will knock a little bit off due to its maneuvering being screwed.
Yeah.
From its previous position, sorry, from ground level. So actually, let me add this. Okay, it's at 185. Okay. Okay, so new initiatives are cool.
Yeah. I think at this point, maybe it's just passing the checkpoint moment.
Like, oh, why? Oh, I don't like these rides.
Yeah.
Stop making him use all of his freaking CP because he's fucking injured.
Hey, at least he didn't die horribly by falling to death. Like the other guy did.
Ugh. Ugh. Now watch, Mandalorian. As the First Order finally lands a blow against whatever your good cause is. Okay, considering what's about to happen, Rory, roll me a d6.
8. You say?
A singular d6.
I think the answer is you should blow it. It should be blown up immediately.
Okay.
That sounds like the bad number.
As it's as it's canting. Because we're dealing with three-dimensional space here, when you flew off, Rory, did you keep level with where you were, or did you ascend or descend?
Ascend.
Okay. Can you roll?
knows how Shepard works.
Can you roll your sequence charge damage, please?
But we have more time.
You will see the orange mining beam shoot down, slam into the mountain range roughly where you were, and for a few moments it begins dragging along the surface. I'm talking about like the spanning of like a few seconds. The casing of the sequence charge has been breached because you put it on the interior of the shaft, right? Okay.
So it just got set off.
That's right. They did the equivalent of shooting. They did the equivalent of shooting the grenade.
Yeah. Oh god.
Damnation!
Also roll the one on its power die, but that doesn't matter for Soak.
So the beam is only in existence, at least in a solid form, for a few moments, as some of the mining range, some of the mountain range, a very tiny bit of it has been slagged from the few moments the beam was on it. The repulsor engines burst with uncontrolled energy for a moment before they just completely fry. And your HUD starts flickering. Because remember, proton grenades have an EM effect.
The ship just got shut off. It's falling to the ground.
You're seeing
At least.
with the extra burst of repulsor energy, its slow cant is suddenly jolted into a quick cant, into a quick spin rotation. The mining beam, in a rather uncontrolled fashion, occasionally flickers back on since the interior of the of its beam shaft has been massively damaged. You have the anime thing where portions of the wall glow and then burst with energy because there's no longer a funneled release. So it's its own mining beam combined with the massive structural damage is starting to tear the miner itself apart. And I will need a dexterity roll, again, +1d if you're near a railing. In the case of you, Dimitri, Oh, jeez!
I'm just gonna sit here and continue projectile.
Now, admittedly, considering how
projectile vomiting.
considering how fast this reels you up, you're at the same area Crow is, so you can also make a dex roll, but because you're grappled, I will give you a flat plus 10.
I just.
Also, I take it Quinlan's droid jetpack kicked in.
Yeah, I figured on his turn after he'd fallen off, it would kick in.
Okay.
I just hadn't, rolled anything for it because it wasn't my turn yet.
Well, 26. So.
In terms of you, Crow, your equipment is considered a lightly ionized.
Which, that clears on its own, right?
Yeah.
It
takes some time, but yeah.
I would say lightly was the equivalent of stun, so it went away fairly.
Yeah, it's stunned such lightly ionized.
So it goes away reasonably soon.
Yeah, I believe in the next round, I believe. At the moment, you guys are, unless you have something actually gripping you to the ground, or in the case of Dimitri, you're basically grappled on this line.
I'm just gonna sit here with
you're now kind of on your side as it's continuing to rotate, and down now technically doesn't have a floor any longer, except for the occasional branching staircases that many of which are being damaged. You're seeing these cracks of both structural instability and uncontrolled energy haphazardly radiating outwards along the surface. You will see some. They don't look like jetpack troopers. They look like normal stormtroopers that have strapped on some jetpacks and are like bailing out. Crow. What would you like to do?
So
you still have Dimitri on the end of the gun.
Yeah, like I'll basically bring him so I can like rip onto him and holster the guns. Look at the intelligence trooper that I'm surprised didn't go flying off. And so your plan was to blow up your own drill for us. Thank you. What's happening right now? And that's why you're the intelligence officer. I'm gonna go start moving, using the inertia generated by this thing, doing all this and slanting and shit. I would like to slide back the way I came so I can retrieve my batons.
Okay. Maybe an extra will be to 5 to grab the batons.
Yeah, I'd be 5. Okay. And then once I've snagged those back up, I will engage my jetpack and direct Quinlan's jetpack to take us away from this thing.
Your jetpack and not America's jetpack are considered lightly ionized, so you're going to be at a D penalty.
Well, this is the rocket pack that's using weird chemical crap, so I don't know if that still applies or not.
Are your controls electronic?
I don't know. They don't tell you how these things work. You've seen Clone Wars and Rebels. They just kind of lean and it goes. I don't know if that's actually how you steer, like the Rocketeer, or if it is cool. I just don't know. It's like, I know, like Return of the Jedi, he had to hit the thing on his wrist to go, but any other time we've seen any Mando use a jetpack, it just kind of goes.
It just does what they
and they just kind of lean like the Rocketeer, and it just does what they want. So I don't know if there's some kind of inertial guidance. I don't have a joystick. I know that.
Like in Star Wars Bounty Hunter, you just kind of do it. It's just.
Part of me wants to make
computer door. Well, I'll say that there probably is some electronics in here, so I'll lower it to a 1 penalty.
Okay. I will subtract 1 then. This is quite a Quinlan too. Or is he far enough away he didn't get ionized?
It's a 20-meter zone. So,
Well, I don't know how far down he is, so I mean,
Yeah, you said this kept going on.
You're right. Okay, yeah, he's out of range.
okay. So I will subtract 1 from my roll. I will hit the booster, and we will fly away. Fly away. And for those who need it, you can have a 5D bonus to your boosting.
Where are you flying away? Just kind of like diagonally up and away, or over, or
Diagonally up and away back towards where I left the Mando mobile.
okay. Cool.
Because this thing is obvious. We're obviously done here. This thing is.
Yeah. It continues spinning. When it gets to 180 degrees, it didn't tell you to imagine someone would draw a star in a like a in some sort of comic as the uncontrolled energy just beams beams up, and the uncontrolled nature of the interior damage shatters it in this plasmic explosion.
Let's see you guys cover that one up.
These empty clouds are mildly bursted from some of this release of energy. Crow and how are you holding Dimitri? What's he facing?
Like underarm.
Was he facing behind you or forward?
Whichever way he was facing when I reeled him in.
Which way?
Totally facing you.
Okay.
So I'm just stuck being inherently blind. Probably.
Which is
Question mark.
in which case, Crow and Rory, I'll need a perception roll from you, Crow. You will get your generic sensor at a 1D penalty, because I know that's electronic.
Do we get the macro?
So if you know, your macro would count at a 1D penalty.
Yep, so I get macro and sensor. Okay.
Well, whatever bonus is higher.
The same bonus.
Oh.
But in theory, they're stackable. That's why.
Oh, they are? Okay, then yeah. If they're stackable, then.
In theory, all of these things are stackable.
Dimitri, as I understand it, as you were facing him and he kind of put you under his arm, and then you'd be facing behind him, basically. Okay.
I see it.
When you see it, not from your vantage point.
Okay. I'm currently not dead.
Hmm?
It's good enough for me.
Rory, I'm assuming you're maneuvering to kind of go in the general direction that Crow is. Okay. In which case, you think you see something odd glint in the sky, but considering there's been a large explosion and a mole miner blowing the freak up, could have been that. It just seems slightly different enough to you that it catches your eye. Crow, your generic tetrapod highlights some unusual movement, which you then use your now somewhat fuzzy macro binoculars to zoom in on. Right now I'm showing. Freaking Freaking A, roll 20.
What they really now?
It keeps blinking out my map in a wash of black abyssal darkness,
Oh.
so I can no longer see, what it is I'm doing.
Yeah, that ain't good.
You see a bisected Durasteel ring fall from from beyond the clouds. It looks like it has been melted into two sections.
Did we accidentally hit the shipyard? Please don't hit the city. Please don't hit the city. Please don't hit the city.
The two large-ass rings, or rather the bisected large-ass ring, its parts, slam into the small mountainous region that comprises the mines.
Oh, good.
There being visible poof clouds of impact.
I'd like to shoot the instant replay over to Rory, see if he can maybe identify what the fuck that ring is.
Maybe one of two things: the shipyard or some part of this poor ship.
Well, it's definitely not part of the mole miner.
No. It looked far too shiny and new for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I'm thinking it's the shipyard, but I'm letting the tech guy, confirm that.
That's hilarious. The lasers of how damaged the shipyard in orbit. Or wait. Is it really that big?
Oh, actually, because I'm using a different scale, let me...
Yeah, hang on, it's actually bigger.
Oh. Am I rolling technology?
68? Okay, sure. It's not big. It's 68 meters.
68 meters across. That's a big boy.
Okay. And what are you interested? What are you rolling? You can either roll me technology or technical if you wanted to identify it.
Either way, it's technical. So, me.
17. Okay,
It's raging.
You feel that in order to get a better idea, you would have to play it back in slow-mo and look at it a few times. The instant replay, other than it being something far newer, as it doesn't have the old worn blemishes that the mole miner did. You do know, though, with that roll, that it is very likely not a shipyard component.
Oh, so other giant death ring. They're building stargates up there.
It's something in higher.
But if it's something beyond the cloud cover.
Yeah.
Won't it be part of the Death Star? Like, you just hit part of the interdiction spear of the Death Star.
They got some kind of flying death castle. Just hangs out in low orbit and occasionally shoots lasers down on things.
I want to kill you today. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You guys are free to return to base at this point.
So yeah, we'll pile into the Mando-mobile and return to base to go over the swag and over the footage to find out what the fuck that ring is.
Yeah, you guys will return to Return to base.
Also, pass along that note to Rory so that, when we're done with this, he can check on those injured families so we know if we need to support anybody.
Yeah.
Pitch in for the work because
Get this armor fixed.
Well, thankfully, Sky likes fixing armor.
what is the thing there that says 4,153 credits for? Is that just minerals that we found?
That is a room full of kyber crystals, if I remember right.
Well, actually, in that particular stuff, it is not crystalline. It's worth of unrefined ore.
Okay, so yeah, that's a mineral deposit.
There are areas that actually have crystalline things in them, and those are.
Okay, I remember we had one room of kyber, so that's where I got the upgraded blasters from.
Yeah, that's right.
So we have a giant construction droid, an X-wing, and in the Raider.
And a bunch of banshees and a couple walkers.
I don't see them on the picture though.
The banshees are inside the raider.
Oh, that's right.
The walkers, they should be there, but they're not. So, which is fine.
I thought
The
some of the.
Mandomobile is the, I recall, it's our tactical garbage truck.
No, the Mandomobile is a luxury speeder somebody threw out.
It's your tactical limousine.
That they did that?
The limo tank.
Yeah, somebody threw out a limo tank and I fixed it and they probably get the Mandomobile. It's the car David hates from the other Star Wars game.
Yeah,
Why did you hate it so much? Why did you give it to us?
because he rolled well on his salvage roll.
People keep throwing out the darndest things.
And me disliking it is half amusing. There's a part of me that's really like, why? But I do also.
I was like, it's not dislike enough to ban. It's dislike as in why is this statted this way?
It's like, stop it! Stop using this!
Why does this
Stop existing!
Why does this limousine have better stats than most tanks?
No way.
Yes.
That's why I'm like, why?
Most tanks have like 2 to 3D soak. This thing has 6D soak, and its cannon does more damage than some tanks. And the cannon is retractable, so it can look like a normal car.
I know, right? Some bullshit.
It's also more maneuverable than a lot of tanks because it's a luxury limo.
It's like a presidential limo.
Yeah. It's a limo that thinks it's a starfighter.
Mad Max. But okay, you guys have returned to base. What would you like to be doing at the moment?
Well, if Rory wants to go over the footage to figure out the ring, I can start on what little armor repairs are needed. Then
go over the ring and also be simultaneously communicating with the families of, okay, is everybody okay?
And while he's doing that, we can also check in with the professor to see if that stupid sensor is finished yet, so we can start deploying the parrot droids.
Parrot droids.
The sensor is
Cool. So we can start sending out the mini probe bots to scan the city.
okay. Is anyone assisting Rory in identifying the thing, or are you just leaving him to it?
I'm handling armor repair, so I can't. Reset could assist.
It would be up to Rory wants me to help since I'm not technically skilled.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, so
Yes,
so
I
you
can
and
help with that.
you and Reset can assist then.
I will give you a +2 dice. As you're kind of waiting for like the answering machine to fill up and see the reports.
Rory's the only one who got damaged armor, right?
As I recall, yes, it's heavily damaged.
Okay. I don't know what the DC for
I
that.
wonder if that guy even survived at this point. Do you think he could have survived that?
I don't know.
It's a moderate repair, 25% cost.
Okay. Well, we have plenty of Stormtrooper armor lying around, so I can just use that for the parts. And while I'm in there,
I know we divided up though, right? I just don't remember how we divided.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. I was going to look that up real fast and get back to you on what we were putting in there.
Because I know I needed. I think it was the boots and the helmet. I don't remember.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, we were giving
I'm
you the
properly
helmet.
casting identify this time.
I said we were giving you the helmet and the dampener aerosols and the boots.
Because you, my man, need an upgrade.
Yeah, it's kind of a basic bitch the entire time. Aerosols make it harder for blasters.
They knock one die off the blaster damage.
It's not harder to use, but just makes it where I can survive it better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And since you weren't necessarily using blasters all the time, it made sense because it didn't hurt you.
Yeah, I don't really use blasters until they're a weapon that can be used.
Going over the footage. You are able, Rory, with the help of Reset, doing some speculative image enhancement, and the keen senses of Dimitri, are able to notice this ring. This ring has very powerful angular and focused repulsors, like a funnel, or very similar to what a repulsor, a repulsor lift / elevator would be. Yeah. It looks like, and with them being angular, they could funnel in either direction.
Present that info at the next briefing.
What was it?
The ring.
Is some kind of
Sorry, go.
repulsor funnel, or like a focused repulsor, of some kind acting like in either direction.
Any additional thoughts?
I've got nothing.
Okay.
Because if
Getting the zero. The satellite side.
well, without knowing anything specifics besides its repulsor, it could be a lot.
It was certainly the repulsors are. The ring itself certainly is powerful enough repulsors to keep itself afloat at high altitudes.
Even if repulsors get weak, but higher up they go, that says something.
don't know any particular questions I could ask as a knowledge check because I'm John Williams.
Okay. Would Rory want to try to make some kind of check to figure out exactly what it is?
Yeah, it's just that I'm trying to figure out what nature it might be.
You said what it would be?
Essentially trying to figure out what field it would be. The start.
Due to the nature of what this is, I'll let you make a repulsor repair roll. Still not entirely sure. Other than, again, it being, something like a funnel, whatever on the interior surface of the ring, upwards or downwards.
No, that was the other.
While you were racking your brain with this, the camera will pan away from the Maquis to the interior of a expensive looking office. Expensive from the standpoint that things are meticulously clean and there's a few gleaming personal items. In frame of said office is this guy.
A shiny in person that's moderately terrifying.
Evil.
Look minorly perturbed. Talking to a person slightly off screen. You wanted me to guess outcomes and find them. These what was it? What was it you were calling them? These seditionists, the Mandalorian, the Badger, and their band of friends. Containing them or preventing any impediment to your plans is not a part of my job description. There'll be a gruff voice as the person responds and the camera um, is, pulls backwards. Your job is to help us find out who they are and eliminate them before something like this. Teldarin points to a standing holograph of the damaged mining area, with the fragments of the rings being highlighted on the surface areas of the surface where they landed. Can happen. As you can see, they're tenacious. There'll be the more level, smoother extended voice of the price here. We don't need them eliminated if they could be re-educated. The Mandalorian and Badger on my city's security force would be a rather excellent thing. They're, pause for a moment to consider how to phrase this. Support staff could get me, Cole, a good reputation with those who have far more power than I do. Perhaps even bring Kanata or Atellus in line. However, his attention turns to Eagle. You're holding out on us. Eagle looks a little perplexed. How so? Well, I think you know who one of them are. It would be in your best interest to tell us. Eagle's perplexion will turn to a more controlled expression. I've had dealings with the Mandalorian before. It should be of no concern to the First Order or your attempts. It's a personal matter. Teldarin will flower at him with his helmet off. There's something more to it. You can't lie to the Order. Eagle starts to say something before Percy interrupts. I understand the strong feelings about the Mandalorian, this sedition force in general, especially with the great amount of damage they've caused to not just the mining attempt, but the 1313 as well. You, Eagle, I believe that's what you go by, are just here to find out who they are, where they are, and systematizing ways that we can eliminate them from further interference in the the previously much more orderly order of coal. At least there has been so some good news here to offset these, and he'll look look at both Todar and Eagle when he says this. Offset these setbacks. Again, I can't be having these people disrupt things too much more. Todar will get a steely look when he says that. Pressure will continue. The Rayor, despite being disgruntled by certain particulars of the money incident, have been professional enough to note that while the landlord's primary assets were committing this strike, others of his ilk were able to get their hands on the Shadow Matrix. With your keen investigative skills, Eagle, I would like you to find out where it is now, to intercept it before it can be delivered in the hands of these rebel rousers. Major, you and Eagle will need to work closely on this. And I don't want to hear any more about potential deceptions. I haven't heard the rumors about what's going on with you. There are people that claim your loyalty isn't exactly to the Order or Cole. He looked kind of bristled. He bristles up at that. But don't worry. You're still alive after all. That or reassignment can be something to look forward to if it turns out any of this is founded. Taloran puts on his helmet while giving him a soul-eating stare from within the confines of the helmet. I'll be checking in on you, Eagle. I have recovery to do of intelligence assets now. I suggest when you're fully healed, you endeavor to impress me with that mind of yours before another incident happens. With that, Todoran will leave what turned out to be the governor's office in the repaired with reinforced windows government building.
That still makes me chuckle a little bit hearing that.
Eagle will have his attention shift from tell Darn to the governor. Governor, I still be careful about tell Darn whether the rumors are true or not. He doesn't respect you, and that can lead to unfortunate outcomes. Christian Orangeon looks a little more nonchalant. The Major may not respect me, but he knows my position and the power that holds. The Order serves, so I am quite safe with that knowledge. I'll say this as well, Mr. Eagle. No, you're no longer in Kanata, that most unruly city. So even though he has his shortcomings, try showing the Major some respect, and the Order some respect. Even with the state Cole appears to be descending into, that can still be maintained. You, Eagle, provide permission to leave. Eagle, however, doesn't leave very swiftly, as his walk towards the door slows. Since respect has come into question with this latest incident, are you aware that Major Feldarin has requested a recall of Develos from the director? The governor's features become a bit more schooled. Mr. Eagle, the Major has always been interested in security, invested in bringing order to Cole, considering the disruption and suspicious activities of some of the populace as of late. I understand his concern, even though I think Develos in general is a little bit of overkill. But he has not been one to do things in small measures. I remind you that I did ask you to take your leave and to investigate what I have asked of you, and not the Major's ongoing thoughts of excessive security. Find the location of the Shadow Matrix to make up for this. He'll gesture towards the holograph of, essentially again, the ruined mining operation. My position can only bear so much weight. Eagle nods, leaving through the waiting area into the hallway. His mind clearly thinking and piecing things together as he moves. Serving. Devon, your vision is so short-sighted. There are things here. Beyond this sensory disruption. Things that I believe are building into an idiot's array against you. Hopefully I can choose the right side. Okay, with that, it is 9:38. We can either end there or I can continue on into the next mission if you'd like.
I think that's a good place to end and hand out waffles.
I can agree with that.
And I've dispersed everyone's upgrades accordingly.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much... Oh, sorry, go on.
And subsequent. Dang it. I thought I had it right. Either way, we've been upgraded from seditions to rebel rousers.
Rebel.
Grows. Rebel. Rebels.
Oh shit, is this right? Yeah, this is part 2. Okay, yeah, I didn't think the XP was quite that high. That's okay.
I know this went crazy long because we took a side detour. That might have been why. Or you just were giving us awesome RP bonuses or some shit.
I know one of the times I did give a spike for RP. Because I do have a +5 in here, which is something I don't normally give a straight thing. Unless of course I'm giving like thread bonuses.
Yeah.
Because I do give you guys extra XP if you perform threads between missions and stuff. Okay. Crow and Dimitri. You, the two of you, for reasons that I honestly don't recall at the moment, gain a force point.
Woo!
Ooh.
I gained the force point because remember I purposely went out of my way to even hamper the party to save the intelligence trooper.
Ah, right.
Force
Everyone.
point again, guys.
Everyone, for nice role play, discussing situations, and acting as a nice team over this extended line of sessions, everyone gets 22 experience points.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, I have a lot to spend. I just spent that many.
Now we will lead into part 3 of this haphazard arc.
Oh yeah, we're still on Arc 1. No.
Oh, sorry, mission 3 of this haphazard arc. Let me be more specific.
Hear me, David. I've learned how to shoot and punch as one action.
No!
That actually is kind of terrifying.
That's
Pretty cool though.
oh. Yeah, it's but ultimately no, it's terrifying.
What that means is I can make 6 attacks a turn before map.
That is terrifying.
I'm almost at Dakin levels. What was him, like 12, 15, something like that?
Some crazy
You're
ass
doing
shit.
6 attacks of each or 6 attacks of total.
Total. 3 shots, 3 melee.
That's just.
I feel like I need.
That just hurts me a little bit inside right now.
I need to up. I think I might need to up my ante a little on combat, just a little. Like skilled monkeys, being a skill monkey is good, but I also need to hold my own.
I mean, you're doing okay with being a command bonus, but yeah.
The point is, Curl won't always be there to help to give command worry.
As we've seen.
So sometimes like, I need to do something on my own. Oh, no.
That's just. That's just terrifying. Like, there's no other way to put that.
Yeah.
Okay. As you have been upgraded to rebel rousers.
Yeah, that did happen too.
Ah, yeah. I'll need to see if I need to change anything with the destruction of the miner. I don't think I need to though. Hmm. I'm looking now.
I spent half my money upgrading my snipers. No, I need replacements, so. Rip that. Your barracks. I have snipers. Don't really need snipers. I need machine gunners. You know, 3 of you, I can get the machine gun squad again.
Yeah, okay, it looks like... Oh, that's what it was. The other version of the next mission, I think, was impacted. But since I was revising stuff, no, it doesn't matter anymore. Or it doesn't matter as far as this was concerned. You guys did give a blow to the governor himself, considering Cole is...
His land.
Yeah, well, it's his land, and what I've been trying to really indicate is that coal is the primary material exporter for this region. So you guys have slowed down progress on some other projects. Because I do have FO projects that tick up when time passes, but I modify it depending on what you guys do, or if they get like surpluses, I speed up the progress.
Oh, sweet.
Inwardly slowing things down. Hell yeah.
Without even knowing what they are.
Hell
As
yeah.
they do things.
Well, I'll tell you what one of them is, just because it is, rather obvious. For instance, the orbital yard construction.
That was from the orbital yard, wasn't it?
Is it what, the ring?
Yeah.
No, where we confirmed that it was not a component of the yard. It was something else. But yeah, like as a for instance, one of the things I was tracking is the Kanata Walker facility expansion. So when that hit, shortly thereafter, I had the Cole's defenses upgraded with, I think, the what is it, the N8s, the Hunchback First Order looking things, because that facility, because that facility was then completed.